Happy Tuesday, everybody. I just wanted to touch base with you about helping you come up with ideas for your topic, for your paper. If you already know what you want to write about, you don't necessarily need to watch this video unless after you watch the thesis statement video you realize that your topic is too broad and you don't know how to make it more specific. Okay? So, the biggest thing with picking your topic over your book is you don't want the topic of your paper to be the entire topic of your book. That means that you aren't going to do a very good job covering the topic because you're trying to cover something in 2 pages-ish that somebody else covered in several hundred pages. Okay, now this is a little bit more difficult. I can't give you like a list of topics to choose from because most of you are reading something completely different, but I can give you some general guidelines. So the first guideline that I'm going to give you is for those of you who are reading biographies or memoirs. Okay, so if that's you, listen up. If not, you can skip ahead a little ways. I'll put something on the video that maybe will help, like a title at the bottom or something. So biographies and memoirs. One thing that you can do is you can talk about an event in the person's life that really shaped who they are. So not their entire life story, but a thing that really impacted who they were. So for example, I know a few of you are reading the book Educated by Tara Westover or something like that. I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but you might talk about, her, the fact that her parents did not believe in doctors and like how that influenced her life. So not all of their crazy and how it influenced their life, because that would be too big, but like that one element. I think a few of you are doing The Glass Castle. There'd be another kind of similar thing. You could talk about one aspect of her childhood that kind of had a huge impact and what that impact was. Another thing you could do with biographies and memoirs is you could talk about a characteristic, like a character trait that the person has, like perseverance, diligence, bravery, anything like that, and then talk about instances from their life where they showed that trait. So that you get to talk about more of the person's life, but you're focusing it on those specific traits. Okay? Those of you doing informational texts, so it's like about an event or something like that, you're going to pick an aspect of that. So like mine is Hemingway's involvement as a spy, and so I can't just talk about his involvement as a spy because the guy wrote 300 pages about that. So what I'm going to do instead is look specifically at how he used his house in Havana, Cuba, to like as a base for his kind of subversive activities for the United States. Just don't want you to think badly of Hemingway. And things like that. So periodically in the book, the author talks about this house he had in Havana, and so I'm going to kind of pull from there. Okay. Now some of you have more informational texts where it's like giving you information. So for example, I know it may only be one of you, but is doing a Malcolm Gladwell book. I think you're doing the book Blink, which is about going with your gut instinct instead of overanalyzing things and second guessing yourself. And that's the topic of the whole book. So you're not going to discuss that whole topic in a 2-page paper. So what you're going to do is pick an aspect of it to discuss. So like why, or like what is the science behind the gut instinct, or you could pick some of the stories he tells and talk about that, like here is an example of when gut instinct was better and the outcome or something like that. Okay. All right, so The main thing is for the paper is be specific. Don't have the topic of your book as the topic of your paper. If you're having trouble, please email me. We can either email back and forth, or if you want, we can do a Google Meet and we can kind of hash it out together. I think that would be easier, and I don't mind doing it. Okay, so just email me. I am available to you guys Monday through Friday. I know technically you guys don't have school Monday and Friday, but I'm supposed to be working Monday and Friday. I'm available to you from 9 o'clock until 4 o'clock. So you just tell me. And if that doesn't work for you, if you need an evening time, I'll do that. Okay? I don't want to be this quarantine to be the reason why you get a bad grade on something. Okay? So I'm willing to be flexible. Just let me know when and how you want to meet, whether that's email or if you want to actually do a Google Meet. I'm totally cool with that. I like human interaction. Okay? All right, well, I hope, I don't know what the weather is going to be like the day you're watching this, but if it's nice, like it is today, I hope you are enjoying the outside weather. Type your paper outside. It makes it a lot better. Bye, guys.